Because if you can teach your brain in just 7 minutes a day to expect that you will receive $35,000 or more a month, then why wouldn't you do that? It is going to use research in neuroscience. And this is an example of how good this can work for you. One of my clients in my private society, she came in desiring to do something in a very short period of time. And I said, why not? And we did practices similar to the one that I'm about to teach you that changed her identity, created a new expectation in her brain. And in the last week or so, she updated us, all the members of the society, to let us know she received $1 million cash offer with ease. She did it and is using neuroscience. So let's get into it. Take notes. You're going to want to do this. My name is Giselle Beaumais. I have a background in applied neuroscience at the master's level. I'm also a hypnotherapist. I work with women every single day within the society, and I help them to open up to abundance by removing the blocks that have been preventing it. There was a recent study in 2025 that was published in Frontiers in Integrative Neuroscience, and it found that your emotions are not just a side effect of your experience. They also drive how your brain updates its internal model of reality. In other words, your emotions are data. They teach your brain what's predictable, what's safe, what to expect next. And your brain does that through a model called statistical learning. It's basically collecting your emotional experiences and using it to predict what's next. And keep in mind, you create what your brain predicts. It goes both ways. When you regularly live in tension, your brain predicts more tension and creates it. And your nervous system is going to be in agreement to whatever your brain predicts. And then the other side, if you teach your brain to predict calm, ease, that everything actually works out for you, that money's easy for you, that money is through you, your brain starts that forecasting and it starts to find ways to make that your reality. And then you also develop this incredible level of resilience through nervous system regulation at the same time that helps you along the way. This isn't mindset work. Mindset work is temporary work. You already know that because you've already done mindset work before, and here we are, right? So like mindset work is temporary work. We're doing neuroplasticity, and this 7-minute practice is designed exactly for that. You can do this in the morning. You can do this before work. You can do this in the evening. You can do this right before you fall asleep. You get to choose. To begin, let's talk about the minute 1 and 2. You're going to sit comfortably. You're going to have your feet flat, and you're going to open your palms, and you're going to place them on your lap. You're going to breathe in through your nose for a count of 4. You're going to breathe out through your nose for a count of 6. As you're doing that, minute 1 and 2, you're going to tell your body, it is safe for me to receive. It is safe for me to receive. And you can do this in your head. And as you exhale, you're going to imagine your body just feeling this sense of, it is safe for me to receive. It is safe for me to receive. Match that expression. If it's safe for you to receive, smile. Smile. And not just mouth smile, your whole face smile. Okay? We want whole face smile. It is safe for me to receive. Imagine what that feels like. This is a vital part of this, by the way. If you don't feel safe to receive, your brain can't create that reality. So we want to downshift your nervous system with the breathing so that we can open you up to receive. A lot of people just skip this because it's not that important, or it's kind of boring, or it's just breathing, and you stay stuck because you never taught your body first that it is safe for me to receive. You just went straight to doing as opposed to opening. Next, for minute 3 and 4, let's do some emotional conditioning of that $35,000 or more. And by the way, if you're someone that's already at $30,000 or $35,000, change the number. Like, feel free to change the number. But this same process will work for that. I want you to bring to mind, though, what would that feel like? And we're not looking at dollar signs for this. We're going into the feeling of it. What would it feel like in your body if that was your normal? If that was actually your baseline, like you never have a month that's less than $35,000. What would that feel like in your body? Would it feel calm? Would it feel spacious? Would it feel exciting? Would it feel joyful? What would it feel like? How would your body feel? Does your chest open a little bit more? Do you breathe with more ease? Do you wake up differently? Let your body experience all parts of that state. This is the part that starts the real wiring process. We're actually giving your brain another blueprint. We're creating a new prediction, new forecast, and we're holding that. This is familiar. This is safe. I'm open. Next, for minute 5 and 6, we are doing language imprinting. Now you're going to use your voice out loud and slowly. It is safe for me to receive $35,000 consistently. Money is in overflow and predictable in my life. We are pairing your language with your emotion because we want to activate multiple neural pathways, and we want to do it at the same time, especially your prefrontal cortex, the decision maker, and also your limbic system. Your limbic system is responsible for your emotions. So we want those two to be existing at the same time. What we're doing, we are creating neuroassociative safety. We're associating money with calm. And now the final minute. I want you to take just a minute to imagine that it's the end of the month and you did receive $35,000 or more, and you opened your laptop for that second to take a look. Your shoulders dropped, that smile was back again, that emotion was felt. You close your laptop and you say to yourself with confidence, that was easy. That was easy. Let your body feel that. Let it feel that completion. That was easy. Now we just updated the prediction model. We took it all the way through. Now what might you expect? You might expect that you get more creative ideas. You might expect that you start to see new opportunities. You stop sabotaging yourself. You stop not taking actions. You stop the looking for proof because your nervous system is convinced. Now, it might take you just one time to do this, depending on what your reality is, where your brain has been, where your nervous system is, what is familiarity, because everybody's story is different. You might need to do this for 21 plus days because you're majestic. You are so much more powerful than you realize. And I cannot wait for you to realize it.